Johnny English Reborn, 2011, is a comedy spy film starring Rowan Atkinson as the eponymous character. It's a sequel to the 2003 movie Johnny English and continues the adventures of the bumbling yet somehow effective MI7 agent. The story begins in a remote region of Tibet, where Johnny English has spent the last 5 years following a disastrous mission in Mozambique. He has been honing his martial arts skills under the tutelage of a wise monk. However, his tranquility is interrupted when he's called back to service by MI7, now under the corporate sponsorship of a company called Toshiba and headed by Pamela Thornton, codenamed Pegasus. English is tasked with stopping an international group of assassins before they eliminate a world leader and cause global chaos. Upon his return to London, English is assigned a young and savvy agent, Colin Tucker, to assist him. Initially, English is dismissive of Tucker's high-tech gadgets, preferring traditional methods, but he gradually accepts his help. The duo's investigation leads them to a lead that suggests a mole within MI7. The prime suspect is Simon Ambrose, a suave agent and member of the agency's top brass. English's suspicions are further aroused when he crosses paths with Ambrose's ex-girlfriend, Kate Sumner, a behavioral psychologist and MI7's staff member, who provides him with insights into Ambrose's character. The plot thickens when English follows a trail to Hong Kong, where he encounters ex-CIA agent Titus Fisher, who reveals details about a secret group named Vortex, which possesses a lethal drug capable of making an individual highly suggestible. Vortex comprises 3 key members, each possessing a key to a safety deposit box containing the drug. Fisher, a former Vortex member, gives English his key before being assassinated. English's adventure takes him from Asia to the Swiss Alps, where he infiltrates a meeting between the remaining Vortex members. He manages to obtain the second key, but is again confronted with evidence pointing towards Ambrose's betrayal. During this time, English's reliance on traditional fieldcraft and his aversion to modern technology provide numerous comedic moments, including an instance where he inadvertently uses a gadget-laden wheelchair. Upon returning to Britain, English learns about an impending meeting of world leaders in a fortified Swiss fortress, where the final Vortex member will be present. Suspecting that the Vortex member will use the opportunity to unleash the drug on a world leader, English and Tucker head to Switzerland. At the fortress, English mistakenly consumes the mind control drug and is manipulated into attempting an assassination. However, his innate ineptitude and a stroke of luck prevent him from completing the act. In the process, he exposes the real traitor, who is none other than Simon Ambrose. A series of mishaps and comedic fight scenes ensue, culminating in a chase through the streets of London. In the final act, English confronts Ambrose atop a cable car. Despite his ineptitude, English's unorthodox methods and a bit of luck allow him to overpower Ambrose, retrieve the last key, and ensure the safety of the world leaders. The film concludes with Johnny English being knighted for his services, only to be accidentally knocked out by Tucker with a knighting sword in a fittingly humorous ending. Johnny English Reborn combines elements of spy thrillers and slapstick comedy. Rowan Atkinson's portrayal of Johnny English is reminiscent of his famous Mr. Bean character, wherein his expressive face and physical comedy elicit much of the film's humor. The movie also plays on the tropes of classic spy films, particularly the James Bond series, with its exotic locations, high-stakes plot, and English's idiosyncratic approach to espionage. The film's underlying theme is the clash between traditional and modern approaches to espionage. English's old-school methods and reluctance to embrace technology are a source of humor, and surprisingly, his strength. His character is a parody of the suave, tech-savvy super spy, emphasizing intuition and physical comedy over gadgets and sophistication. Expanding upon the story of Johnny English Reborn, let's delve deeper into the intricacies of the plot and the character dynamics that drive this comedic espionage adventure. After being summoned from his Tibetan retreat, Johnny English's return to MI7 marks a significant shift in his character. The once overconfident and somewhat clumsy agent has now acquired new skills and a degree of self-assurance. However, his fundamental nature as a bumbling yet somehow effective spy remains intact. The juxtaposition of his newfound martial arts abilities with his inherent clumsiness adds an extra layer of humor to the film. The introduction of Agent Tucker as English's sidekick creates a dynamic interplay. Tucker, being a representative of the new tech-savvy generation of spies, contrasts sharply with English's old-school approach. This generational clash is a recurring source of comedy throughout the film. Tucker's admiration for English, mixed with his often justifiable frustration, provides a relatable and humorous subplot. The character of Simon Ambrose is another critical element. As a suave, charming, and seemingly competent agent, he initially appears to be an ally. However, as the story unfolds, Ambrose's true nature as the antagonist adds a twist to the narrative. His betrayal is not just a plot point, but also a commentary on appearances being deceiving, especially in the world of espionage. Kate Sumner, the behavioral psychologist, adds a touch of romantic interest to the story. Her interactions with English are filled with comedic misunderstandings and subtle flirtations. Her character also serves to highlight English's awkwardness in social situations, further endearing him to the audience. The concept of Vortex, the secret organization with a deadly weapon, is a nod to classic spy films where the villain has a world-threatening plan. The pursuit of the three keys takes English across various locations, each providing a backdrop for action-packed and comedic scenes. The keys plot device is a clever way to structure the film's narrative, leading English from one adventure to the next. One of the most memorable sequences is English's misadventures in the Swiss Alps. This segment perfectly encapsulates the film's essence, combining spy film tropes like the luxurious villain's lair with outright slapstick humor, such as English's struggle with a high-tech, gadget-laden wheelchair. The climax at the Swiss fortress is a culmination of the film's themes. English's accidental consumption of the mind control drug and his subsequent actions demonstrate the film's overarching message. Sometimes, unorthodox methods and sheer luck can be more effective than well-laid plans. This sequence is filled with tension, humor, and a final face-off that is both thrilling and amusing. The character of Johnny English is a parody of the quintessential spy, yet he is also uniquely endearing. His resilience, determination, and good-hearted nature make him a hero in his own right, albeit a comically flawed one. His ability to emerge victorious, despite his numerous gaffes, speaks to the enduring appeal of the underdog. In summary, Johnny English Reborn is a light-hearted take on the spy genre, combining action and comedy to create a film that's enjoyable for a wide audience. Rowan Atkinson's performance is central to the film's appeal, bringing his unique brand of humor to the world of international espionage and intrigue. The film's blend of slapstick, parody, and a touch of genuine spy thriller elements make it a memorable and entertaining experience. Please like and subscribe our channel to watch and enjoy superb TV shows and movie recap videos. One more thing, don't forget to share this video with your friends. See you soon in the next video.
He has every reason.